Hi everybody, welcome to this Pro and Expert Division playthrough for the Most Wanted tournament. You've all cast your votes, or at least some of you did, and the results were counted, and we have 3 courses here, 3 holes from each: Nordic Fjords, Sequoia Creek and White Cliffs. There's some easy ones, a couple of par 4s we will have to make an eagle on, but there are some tricky holes as well. So real mixed bag on this one. Replays and adjustments, as of course this is all second tee, Pro and Expert Division, so make sure you take your notes and re-familiarise yourself with all of the holes. Please hit thumbs up on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. It would be greatly appreciated, and share this video with your clanmates as well so you can all get prepared and do your best in the Most Wanted tournament. Here we go with hole number 1. No move target here, I'm using the rock. This is taken from tournament of course. 2.5 bar backspin. Don't move the target until you adjust your rings. So simply adjust the rings once you've got your spin added, and off we go. Max plus 10 is the adjustment that I'm using here. Maximum distance, 10% elevation. And we just want to lay up here, get ourselves into near minimum distance range with the sniper to attempt the rough bump. And the drive distance that we are looking for here is around 275 yards. So that's what we're aiming for, 275. Approaching the top left corner, and we get it smack bang on, 275. Second shot, you will need to push up a little bit from the min line with a 275 yard drive, otherwise you'll find there's a bit of a glitchy spot. So I do push up a few rings, then I add my spin, and you're going to be needing around 4.5 top spin and around 1 bar side spin to the left. However, do bear in mind this will vary depending on the position and distance of your drive. Ball guide there, look at that, it's going just through the hole. Blue ring touching the rough on the left. Adjustment here is 1-on-1, so 5.2 in wind. I'm going to adjust 5.2 rings. So 1-on-1 is what we call that one. Adjust the same number of rings as the wind. So if I had 6 in wind, I'd adjust 6 rings. Simple as that. Hit perfect, and this one is going to have a very, very good chance of dropping, or at least getting close, and maybe we'll drop. And we do, just sneak it in left edge. Going to play with the sniper bounce down shot here. 1.2 backspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. Now beware, in high winds the adjustment here may take you to the minimum distance line, so if you do have a wind 4 ball available, go with that. Look at the second bounce there, just needs to be about 1.5 rings away from the edge of the bunker, and the white ring is almost at the top rough on that island. The adjustment here is max plus 25. Max plus 25. Like I say, beware, in high winds may take you to the minimum distance line. Little bit of curl to the left. I've gone with a little bit too much here, but we do hit a perfect. Beware of hitting great right, may risk the bunker, because we do come in very close in order to attack the pin. Just a little bit too much curl on that one. If you can get a drop here, it's a real bonus. I'm going with 7 top spin here because I do have that available. 6 will work fine, but you will be a little bit short on your second shot. So if you don't have a driver with distance and top spin, you could consider going with the big topper if you've got low level clubs. So 7 top spin, or 6, 3 bars side spin to the left. We're setting up on the island, and my adjustment here is mid plus 10. Then we are going with 3/4 of the ball of curl to the left. Perfect ball. And we just want to bounce over safely here. Like I said, if you do want to go directly over there and go for a longer drive, you will need overpower with a power 3 ball, about 4 or 5 rings. So that's why I'm bouncing over. Second shot going with the sniper. If you're worried about being short though with your drive, then pack the Cataclysm or the big dog instead. Here I'm backing up a few yards from max distance so that I don't adjust into overpower. Then I'm going to add top spin and also 1 bar side spin to the left. I would suggest between 4.8, 5.2 top spin, depends where you are from your drive really. But you want to set up with the ball guide short of the pin, otherwise you will come in too hot. This is a difficult shot, because of the long second bounce and also the green. Very difficult to get the speed right, and in crosswind as well. So here my adjustment is max plus 15 on this one, max plus 15. And we are going to hit perfect. And you'll see here it does bounce. Like I said, very difficult to dial this one in. We come in just a little bit to the side of the pin, but regardless of that, we've secured an eagle here on this tricky par 5. So here I'm going to use a Titan. We do have a nasty wind angle, headwind and also right to left. So 5 backspin, 2 left spin. Add spin first. Then you're going to have the blue ring just touching the rough there at the bottom left. And look at the ball guide there. Just pause, rewind the video, make sure you're in the right spot. You do want the ball guide to be going above the pin. Adjustment here is mid plus 40. Mid plus 40, and that's because there's such a huge second bounce wind effect in headwind. Then the tiny left curl is the final part of the equation here. Don't forget that one. Just have the ball touching the inner wall of the adjustment ring. Bounces before the fringe and we just sneak it in left edge, but it counts on that scorecard for a hole in 1. We need to go here with 4.8 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right, with a 240-yard driver, max distance with the power 3 ball, clear ring touching the rough on the right. A little bit of the white ring with the Apox 6. Obviously, if you're using different level clubs, bear in mind you will have different ring sizes. Max plus 5 is the adjustment here, max plus 5. And then right curl so the edge of the ball is touching the outer part of the triangle on the right. Perfect ball away, and this is all about, once again, getting to a good drive distance without rolling too fast. We just want to clear the rough. Bear in mind, if you hit a great right here, you're most likely going to be with the end bringer. I'll talk about that in a moment. But here we want to try and play from minimum distance line with the thorn. So find complete min, then add spin to get the ball guide just through the hole. Going to be about 3.5-4 bars backspin. I'm using a little bit of left spin here as well, but as long as you got that ball guide just through the cup, you're going to be fine at the complete min line. Then we play minimum distance minus 5% elevation, pull over the bullseye. If you are closer to the green, I would suggest to play end bringer, no spin, ball guide to the hole, and play true club distance plus 25. So not end bringer school, because you won't be able to do that. So go true club distance, no spin, plus 25. That will be my suggestion based on testing, but clearly the thorn is the best way to go if you get a good drive. We do have a nasty wind angle here. I am using an APOC and I do believe this is worth exploring. This was a first look at the hole, but I'm going to go with just under 6 bars of topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. Obviously, if you don't have APOC, you can play with other drivers as well. However, I would recommend a power 5 ball in that instance so that you still have the ability to reach with your second shot. Blue ring touching the rough here, I just max plus 10, but we could have moved half a ring over to the right, and you'll see why just in a moment. Almost full right curl, but not quite. We do hit perfect, and you will see it does bounce very nicely. We have room to aim further right, but look at the roll we get here. We do end up very nicely on the fairway, but sadly just obscured by the tree for the second shot. It's not going to endanger the eagle, however, but it is something to consider when you may be tweaking this shot. Second shot, I put the Cataclysm in, didn't need to. We can make it with the sniper from here, so obviously that would be better. So I'm just going to have a go and see what I can do with the Cataclysm, aiming with all the side spin to the left, and you will need between 2.5-3 bars of backspin. I adjust this one medium distance on the club here, 10% elevation, and then I am putting a bit of curl on this because I am a little bit further to the left than I would like. Sadly a great ball to the left, but here with this tricky wind angle I'm just really wanting to get to an eagle, and there we have a very, very nice tap input to secure the eagle on this par 5. it's quarterback and the kingmaker in this wind. We're going for a hole-in-one. 2.8 backspin, 2 bars side spin to the right, and we need to get a move on because there is a little bit of extra stuff to do in the shot clock here. So we're going for a rough bump, ball guide through the hole, and look at the yellow ring, a little bit of it coming out of the rough there near the fringe. So replicate that position exactly. The adjustment here is max plus 10. Max plus 10. Once we are doing that, we need to push up 1 ring, or as I do here, I pull away from the tee. It's the same thing. It's just easier to be more accurate. But you do need to pull away or push up 1 ring. Otherwise, you will not clip the rough because you adjust down to a lower point and you lose distance on your shot. So be sure to do that as accurately as possible. That is crucial to get this shot to drop. And then, of course, you do need to hit perfect. But it goes in beautifully for a hole-in-one. Using a Titan here because I actually want to play with the big topper. I know it's not a very accurate club, but just focus on hitting perfect. You're going to be absolutely fine. We like the big topper here because of the wonderful topspin. 8.2 bars of topspin and 2 bars of left spin. So it's basically as much topspin as you can get whilst having the full 2 left spin. And we see there the second bounce and the yellow ring just off the rough there with big top at level 5. Adjust here, max plus 10. Then we are going to go with half a ball of left curl. That's the final part of the equation, along with, of course, a nice perfect ball. And we like the top spin here, does bounce over consistently. You can play with the extra mile further up, but depending on the wind angle you get, you may just clip the bunker, and you do have to adjust occasionally into the sand as well, which makes you lose distance. But we get that bonus roll, which takes us very nicely to the green for a simple putt to lock in the eagle on this must eagle par 4. No move target with a power 3 ball and the extra mile, so just add your spin, adjust your rings, and off you go. Max top spin and a little bit of right spin. If you only have 4.5 bars, then obviously that's all you can play with, but if you do have 6 bars, going to be a big advantage on this hole. Max plus 10 is the adjustment on this one, and regardless that we don't pull into max overpower, we are going to go with max OP. So just focus on hitting a perfect ball. There we go. And the idea here is the top spin you have available. If you do have more, obviously it's going to give you more distance. We want to be over 380 yards on this one to be able to play directly before the green with the Cataclysm. And also bounce over. If you don't get the distance on your drive here for tournament, you'll have to bounce over with a decent amount of topspin. But here we can just about reach. So that's why 6 bars of topspin is good for the drive. 2 topspin, 3 right spin on the second shot. Bottom right of the inner ring, just touching the rough. Adjust max plus 10. Max plus 10. And here, just going to add a little bit of curl to the right to bring us in to the pin. Unfortunately, we just need to modify it a little bit, but it will depend on the position of your drive, and we've got to deal with the ball guide that we do, or in this case don't have a fully developed ball guide. If you are slightly short, you may need to push up to find your position. If you do that, make sure to stretch out when you find your position, in which case push up those required amount of rings afterwards. Thank you very much for watching this playthrough for the Most Wanted tournament. Finally, join us over on Facebook. Look at all the stuff that's on there. Free guides, shot sharing, tips, help, advice, and loads more. You don't have to post yourself or comment. You can just lurk and enjoy all the free content. There are already free general text guides available for all of the holes in the tournament. So please check that out as well. Nearly 10,000 members there. So do join us. It is totally free.